Okay.
So.
Can I continue?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. I'll go to the next slide there. So, it too will have one bed there. One bed now, it will mean no get her a consonant. Now it's equal the red do. However, a consonant the red do. No cow carry a consonant okay no. Only a consonant night be waiter. No give another a consonant only wait. Only a consonant in a being waiter. A day Macallan okay vowel. I'm a vowel and a being waiter and a vowel and a being waiter. That is a vowel and a being waiter on a consonant, I mean a vowel way, and then a vowel and a being waiter on a vowel. That is oral vowel. Okay, so let me go to the next slide. Akata where a consonant here. On your gate. Anyway, a higher wogma. A low redo. The way consonant here on your gate. A vanya gena a consonant away unu. When it's a nika na a consonant iwe. That is, in a do you have 27 consonants. 22 of the 27 consonants are oral consonants, whereas the remaining 5 are nasal consonants. So that is what is the English version is there. There are 2 types of consonants in Edo, oral and nasal consonants. The language has 27 consonants, of which 22 are oral and 5 nasals. Single letters of the alphabet are used in writing 15 of the oral consonants, whereas digraphs, that is, 2 letters used to represent a single sound, are used in writing the remaining 7 oral consonants. Single letters are used in writing 2 of the 5 nasal consonants, whereas digraphs are used in writing the remaining 3. The 22 oral consonants are presented below. So, the 22 oral consonants. So, in the alphabetical order, we have the first consonant there is B, followed by D, F, G, B, R, H, T, H, B, L, P, R, R, C, T, V, V, W, Y, Z. So those are the 22 oral consonants. But in this presentation, we are going to present the oral consonant written with single letters of the alphabet. and then the other consonants that are written with diagrams. So I separated it so that it will be easy for learners to be able to relate with each of the categories. So a consonant in Alo, Omire is a letter, that is letters of the alphabet. Now, Omire Okyopayagme. So these are the, what we have there. The first 5 is presented here. In your B, D, F, D, He. So for the B sound, which is written, it's in red there, in square brackets. That means that is the way it is actually pronounced. Then in quote, you have in green. That is the letter used in writing that same sound. So you have examples here, a be, ore, well, a bogede. And then you have a be, ebo. Well, in blue, we indicated that blue because in running speech, that is in rapid speech, that vowel there in blue is always elided, and then now have a bogede or a bebo. Yes, yes, a biyoko. Then you have in the next slide, you have a be, a ba. So when that vowel indicated in yellow there is elided, you now have a bieba because of the glide formation process. You can see, that I have highlighted there on the screen. So that is, the A become yi. So in the language, there are 2 vowels that can be realized in that position. In a do, it is either E or A. So A in this particular instance. Then you have the B in obobo. Obobo. You can see, the last syllable there, the tone is a falling tone. Obobo. And then you have it in abo. Abo, as you can see, branches, the branches of a tree. That is abo. B continues. So we still have it in ebe or dondo. So that vowel in blue there, when it elides, you now pronounce in rapid speech a bodondo that everyone can easily relate with. Then the next one is a be, iyoyo. And so when the A elides, you have a biyoyo, a biyoyo. So the issue, the phenomenon of vowel elision is very common in the Edo language. So we address that in a different lecture. But I just, use these examples to tell you that, in rapid speech, certain segments can be elided. And that is why, we advocate that when you are writing Edo, you must write the full form. The full form here is ebe or dondo. But when people are, talking in a rapid speech, they say ebo dondo because the A has been elided. Then B continues. You have the B in it's a bend. Sorry, the tone there is low, not high low. That was is lolo, ebe, as you have it in the written form here. So forget about this, the one on the top. It's ebe, lolo, ebe. So I will correct that subsequently. Then the next is, the same sound occurs in oba, and then it occurs in ibata, So you can see the B occurring. And the important thing here in ibata, you can see that there is the consonant T. We have not got there yet. But that shows that in Edo, every vowel and every consonant can, combine in different syllables. But the important thing is that in any Edo noun, the first syllable must be an oral vowel. That is one of the rules, as we will see at the end of this lecture. So an oral vowel will always begin an Edo word. A nasal vowel cannot begin an Edo word. Nasal or oral vowel can, appear at the end of a word, but never a consonant. A consonant can never appear at the end of any Edo word. So we move on. Then the ore obo, ore abon. Abon is one of the cats. Okay, the wild cats, abon. And then ore iboru. Iboru here, is borrowed from the English language because it is not an original experience of the Edo people. So you don't have, an Edo word for it. So it is borrowed as Iboru. We'll continue. And then the next consonant there in alphabetical order is D. Dini amiere ubidon. Ubidon. That is another wild cat, bigger than the previous one we saw. It's bigger than Abo.
Sir,
and then, yes.
Can I quickly?
It would have been better. You just leave the questions until the end of the presentation so that we will not miss the
I will forget all the questions.
you should write it down now. Why don't you jot it down? Okay, quickly, okay. Let me take that.
Okay, Iboru, the Iboru thing. Iboru, okay.
Iboru.
Okay, Iboru.
As you have it in Oru.
Okay, it was a borrowed word. However,
yes,
corrupted.
It's borrowed from the English language ball, but adapted into the Edo language using the
Edo syllable structure. For nouns.
Yes, as we have it there, let me go back to Iboru now. So you have there, E is a syllable of its own. Then Bo is a syllable of its own, and then Ru is a syllable of its own. The same way you have it in Obo. O is a syllable, and then Bo is a syllable. So the first two words here, Obo and Abon, they are two syllable words. And then the third one is a 3-syllable word. Yes, you wanted to say
what
something.
I was trying to say is that it was borrowed from English language, however, corrupted because the pronunciation is not the same as English. That's what
No. See, when borrowing is a normal phenomenon where two languages interact, in a very peaceful manner. Okay, so when you borrow a word from another language, you adapt it to the word structure, to the syllable structure of your language. So ball in English ends in the li, that's L. But in Edo, that's a consonant. Yeah. Edo forbids a consonant to end any word when you are pronouncing it. So Edo now, adapted that word ball by, opening, the syllable. I mean, the li becomes ri, and then u, the u is added. So you now have ibolu. I hope it's clear. Let me continue. Then we can dwell on that later. Then you have odo. You have the D there. There is no difference between the letter used and the phonetic symbol used. The phonetic symbol is in red. That is the actual pronunciation. Whereas the green is the letter of the alphabet that is used. Many languages, that is where, there are a whole lot of similarities between languages, okay? And so each language has specific number of sounds that they use, So there's the D is in many other languages. The D you have in Odo, that you have in Ubido, that you have in Edon. Edon is termites, right? Termites. So let me continue. Then the D over there, Idu. When I was Idu, it cannot be pronounced in any other way in Edo. Then you have it in Udi. That's the D in Udi, the D in Edo. Edo, you have the picture there, that is bitter cola. D, Ada. Ada is the scepter, and then Ada is the crossroads. So crossroads are two types in Edo. It's either 4 or three. Or Adanene or Adaneha. So Edo. D, you can see the sound in red, D. And then the letter used is the letter D. And then you have Ede. Ede is crown. Ede. Then Fi, nore, ofe, ifi, efiofio. You see the pictures there. Efiofio, in those days, you have it's in rubber, it's made of plastic or something like that. So it's the whistle. It's whistle. We continue. Then, now we say Gi, no, egile. Ogwa is the net you use in fishing. Ogwa. Then a guinea over there, Ogi. You have the picture of Ogi there, and then over there, Egogo. So it's appearing 2 times here because you have a 3-syllable word. The first syllable is E, the second is go, and then the third is go. Then we move on. Overe ugu. Ugu is vulture. And then the same gi overe ogo. That is bottle. The same gi overe aga. So aga in Edo, is of different forms. Although some people, with the Yoruba influence, they will call that one Ijoko. It's borrowed from the Yoruba language, Joko. But Edo, the authentic word for it is Aga. And then the G already Ege. So Ege is a 3-syllable word, whereas Aga is a 2-syllable word. But you can see that whether it's a 2-syllable word or a 3-syllable word, they will begin with a vowel and end in a vowel. That is a statement of fact. Then the he, hire, eho, overe, ihwe, overe, aho, aho, pedo, aveti egwe. So uguga. So aho, a picture on the
Can I have a question? Can I ask a question?
No, please leave the question to the end because it will derail my presentation.
Okay,
just
sir.
know the question. I will answer every question.
All right,
Thank
sir.
you. Then he, uho, ahe, ehie. When you look at a here, you will see the E there is realized when you are talking as the glide ye. So that is why you say a here in rapid speech. That is the rule of glide formation that is very, very common in Edo. He, you can see in Ohuan there, the we is following the he. Winnie is originally u, that is realized as a glide. The glide is we. So you say Ohuan. Ahua. Ahua is what is Ahua now? I can't get that. Then you have he, eho. But eho is actually the hole inside in the mouth, down like that, down the stomach. But the outside part of the eho, so that's neck. But this is the throat now. That the throat is actually a hole from the mouth down like that. There is the outside configuration that is shown here. Then now we shall go a key, li, p, ri, kere, si. I got a picture on the lane here. A photo now. I mean, where we are doing no one will do, or not ako. Ako. I mean, the last syllable there, the vowel there is co-articulated with with the falling tone. That's why you say ako. You don't say ako or ako. That's not Edo. Ako is a word in Edo, but ako is not. Probably a national speaker can, say that, and it's meaningful for the same thing in the Ako in Edo. Then you have Eko. Eko is, you have the picture there. You know, in those days, pregnant women normally take this Eko. You know, it's a kind of, is it magnesium, something like that, I don't know. Then you have Ekasu. Ekasu. Ekasu is another borrowed word from cashew. But, you know, she, the sound she is not in Edo. So the closest to it is si, and that is why it is borrowed as Ekasu. Ekasu. Okay. Then the next one, still on key, is Ukoko. Ukoko. That is the pipe that our elders used in smoking in those days. Then key, ekalaka. Ekalaka. The word ekalaka is not originally an Edo word. You know, it is a borrowed version of it's borrowed from Portuguese. Carnical. And then you have Agbaka. Agbaka is, the picture is there. That is crocodile. Crocodile. Different from a woo-woo, as we are going to see later. A kete. See the picture of a kete there? And then over there, ukeke, a pen. I mean, they found a pen, and though I refer to it where ukeke. Ukeke ni over there, another mini redo. It has the same, pointed structure. So on ukeke, and then over there, key in eki. Eki. So you can see the picture of eki there. Over there, uki. Uki. That is moon. Over there, ukoti. So you have the picture of ukoti there. It's usually produced by Ileme, that's the blacksmith.
Good morning. Yes.
It's this one is usually very long, and it has a pointed tip as a needle, but the needle is smaller. And then over there, Oko, you can see the nest of this bird there. And this type of net is made by, a bird known as a Hanowina. A Hanowina. You have a hat that will produce a smaller nest, but this one is a bigger nest, and is referred to as Oka Hanowina, because the bird, that bird you see there, is known as Ahanowina. And then Li, they always say Li, Etolotolo, Ekpele. And one thing with this Li is that a nasal vowel cannot appear after it. We will note that at the end of the presentation, that there are some oral consonants that cannot accept a nasal consonant in their environment. So Li is one of it. So Li, we always have an oral consonant following it. It is also the same thing you have here in Ekpelepele. Ekpelepele is a taco. Then you have Li in Ozikpalo. Ozikpalo. Over there, Olo. We are familiar with all these objects. Olo that we use in grinding pepper in those days, but now it's a different matter. Then over there, Olode. When you can't see Olode, it's a smaller object than Ukoti. Ukoti is a bigger one, but they have the same shape. Then over there, Uloko. Uloko. Uloko is one of the very commercial trees we have. And then over there, and now, Pina. Over there, Opia. Over there, Ipapa. In this case, Ipapebe. You see, I said Ipapebe because the A before the A of the second word is going to drop. And then you have Ipapebe. But in the full form, you say Ipapa Ebe. And that is what should be written, in formal writing at all. You must write the full form of every word. But it is when you are now dealing with, rapid speech and the rest of them, issues of vowel elision, consonant deletion, all those ones will come in, but we are not discussing that here. So we'll continue. Then you have, P continues, where again, apple is a borrowed word because originally Edo didn't have this fruit that we are all familiar with today. It's borrowed from, it's a foreign fruit. So they're borrowed according to the Edo was the structure and syllable structure. Apple. Then a pian pian. A pian pian. Pian pian, you can see the bird there. You see the yi again. The E is realized as a glide. The same way you have it in, the second syllable. So this is a 3-syllable word, a pian pian. Many of us are familiar with that. And then this another borrowed word, a pencil. A pencil, which is, borrowed from the English word pencil. Then this is the ri, and I can bet you that many people cannot pronounce that today. We have to practice it so that we are able to pronounce it well. That is why you will have, more pictures of, having the sound ri. So you have it in akara, akara. You have it there, ekire.
Yeah.
Ekire. You have it there, ore. Ore is in the family of the squirrel and all that. And then you have it there, that's beans. Different from a, which is profit or gain.
Ow.
You have it there, arrow.
Ow.
You have it there, arrow, and so on and so forth. Arrow. No, it's arrow. Arrow. Then you have it there, oroka. Oroka. You have it there, ero. Ero. I don't know. Anyway, ohoge. He, anything. Ohoge.
Okay.
Then the you have it there, uru. Uru. Uru is a jar In those days, it's somebody used for, storing palm wine. Ooh. And then over there, Aro, that is I, Aro, as you can see there. Now, that's the next consonant is C. Nore esuwusuwu. Over there, Isan. Some people will say Isan. It's not Isan. It's Isan. Isan. Over there, Asele. Asele. That's cricket, as you can see from the picture. Sydney. Over there, Esi. Over there, Esuwusuwu. Sorry, Ekasu. Ekasu. As you see the picture there. And then Ukuse. Ukuse. As you can see, in the picture. Sini, over there, Esiasio. Esiasio. Esiasio, it's a small bird. It's, the name is more of onomatopoeic. That is derived from the way the bird itself chirps. Siasio, siasio, that way, So the important thing here, as you can see, as a regular occurrence, the E is always, changed to the glide. Yi is siasio. So we move on to the next. Now T, V, we, yi, z. Z. Okay. I will get the picture only there. T. Now there, utun. Utun. This is, a species of utun. And that's ipeperu. Ipeperu, that's utuna. That's mushroom. It's a species of mushroom. In a do utun ipeperu. Now it was keba atete. Atete. Now see the picture there. And then otien. Again, you see the E turning to a glide in speech. Otien. Otien. Then the T yo. And then ite. Ite. Can see the ant here there. And then atete. Atete is a kind of tray made of straw. You see the head that is placed on the atete in the market there. That round stuff there is the atete. It's a straw tray. Anyway, T, ekete, ekete, otan, otan. When when the cat I say, when I was here, la jamunu, when I was tired, la jamunu, on ye, otan. Then I go and you talk. Wow, where the AN, the letters AN serving as a digraph represent a single sound. So if I'm going to spell that word now, I will say or, which represents this, T, which is the consonant following, and then or tan. You see the two letters there, serving as a digraph, represent a single sound. And the digraphs, that represent inherent nasal vowels are only found in the environment of an oral vowel, except li, yi, we, we will see that later. Anyway, a toe, that is hair. The same T, the sound T. And then a kete, we are seeing it previously. The focus was on the P, but now the T, because K and T, combined in successive syllables here. Then T, ekita, akata. You can see the tree there. It's actually a shrub, not a big tree. In those days, it has, a Y-shaped structure in the branches, and that was what we were using in making catapults in those days. Akata. Okay. That is how I go in V. Vina or re uvu. That is whole. Over there, even. Yeah, over there, ivie. That is beads. V. Over there, eva. When you are counting, owo, eva, eha. So eva, the V is there. Over there, iweva. You see, when it is written, because there is a rising tone in the second syllable, that's on the vowel of the second syllable, that is why you use double vowels in writing to indicate that there is a rising tone. You can see the tones marked there with the grave accent and then the acute accent. In the second syllable, the third syllable, that is va, you have the A, the first A is marked in writing with the acute accent, and then the second, the grave accent, because it is a falling tone. When the grave accent, is in the first vowel, you will know that it's going to be a rising tone. When the acute accent is in the second vowel, the first vowel, it's going to be a falling tone. That is iwe va. You see, the issue of falling or rising tone is very, very, important in Edo. That is why, for instance, an Esa person, when he's pronouncing that word, he will say Esan. But Edo will pronounce Esan, not Esan. It's the same thing, the word in maize, the word maize in Edo. Edo will say Oka, whereas an Esan person will say Oka. The same way the Igbo man will also say Oka, but Edo is different. It is Oka, a falling tone is there. That is why we use double vowels in writing it there. When you see what we have in this presentation, it makes writing and reading very easy. Okay?
This is very interesting, sir. It's very interesting.
Let me continue. That V, over, you can see the picture of Ovende, which is different from Owen. We are going to see that later. Owen is the rising and falling sun, whereas Oven is the one that, the hot stuff there. So Oven is different from Owen. You will see the picture of Owen later. Owen is milder than this Oven. Then we have the we. We array a way. See the picture of a goat there. A way. Already a woo. The shirt, we wear. Already awa. Excuse me. You see, we saw this picture earlier, which was glossed as Ekita. But now we say Awa. In Edo, you have the two names. You can either say Ekita or Awa. But the important thing is that the we is in Awa, whereas ki and ti are in Ekita. Edo is very, very easy to write. It's just that somehow it was complicated for us. Okay, the we. You cannot. Owe, different from owe, legs. Owe, you see, high tone there. Then this other one, they contrast. Owe. The we. You can. Owa, that is house. And then Owa, that's market stores. You can see it on the, differentiated by these posts there to represent each store of a market woman or man. Owa, different from Owa. We have there Uwawa. So you can see the picture of Uwawa there. Uwawa is we. We have something, like I saw in one presentation, in one YouTube presentation, where they said we is a nasal consonant. It is never a nasal consonant. It's one of the consonants that doesn't accept any nasal vowel in its environment in Edo. So you have Uwawa, and then you have Ewa. Uwawa, Ewa. That's the we. Yeah, there. Oiwo. That's bitter leaf. Yeah, there. Ewe, chest. Ewe, chest. Yeah, there. Isawewe. Isawewe. But, that Isawewe may sound strange to many. But that is the full form. Because in the language, this first we, which has another we following, can be elided. And so you have Isaewe. Isaewe. So, and then, due to vowel assimilation, the can be totally assimilated to a, and then you have Isawe. that many, young people will pronounce Isawe. So the root of the whole thing, the base form is Isawewe. That is granite. And then Isawewe, okay, Ebo. This is another fruit, a very delicious fruit that Isawewe Ebo. Many of you would have eaten it. So that's Isawewe. Then the Yi in Oyiya. Oyiya. Yi, Oyiya. That's comb there, as you can see. There, Uye. You see the picture there of Uye. That is a big, dog hole, something like that. It's very wide. Uye. Uye. There, Iya. Iya. There, Iyeke. Iyeke. That's the back. The back here. Anyway, Iyeke.
So much noise on the background.
Then the Yi continues. Anyway, Iyoko. Iyoko. Iyoko is different from Akara, but they belong to the same family, botanically. So Iyoko, this species can be pounded. It can also be eaten like yam, but most often it is pounded. Whereas Akara is usually not pounded. Akara is either roasted or boiled. Akara, cocoyam. So Iyoko is a species, and it belongs to that. It's a species of the Akara group. And then you have Iyoko. Iyoko is, this word is derived from, a phrase, yo and okwo. By the prefix E there, that now makes it a noun. That is what we call the nominalization process. Iyoko. That is goers of war, somehow, right? Iyoko. You can see soldiers there. Iyoko. Yeah, yerewa. Ore iyoyo oka. In rapid speech, you simply say iyoyoka. That's the tough here. What you have, when the maize is just growing until it ripes. So iyoyoka, and that iyoyoka is very medicinal. Our elders, we boil it, they pluck it and then boil, for different ailments, especially prostate enlargement or so. Then, ebe iyoyo. You see, I put it the last A of ebe there in blue because it's always elided in rapid speech. And so you have a biyoyo. So admission process is a very common process in Edo phonetics. Then let's go a Z. Zina, ore, ize, ore, ezi. Ore, ozi. You can see the crab, that is ozi. Let me put on my back. Yeah, ore, ezabazaba. You can see the picture of stockfish there. Ezabazaba. Although some people will say a bazabaza, the important thing is that the Z is in that word. Z is zabazaba. You have a zuzu. Well, this is modern day Ezuzu, because the Ezuzu, our forefathers were using, it's not like this, so Ezuzu, but Ezuzu or Ezuzu. And then Eze, see the picture of river there, Eze, river. No, even so, a consonant in a low, oh my, you see, I separated Ulame, now no, a letter of your Payagme, but when I Ulame, now no, a letter at the Payagme, that's diagrams. But in speech, it's a single sound. It's a single sound. For instance, you have the B here, B, R, C, B. And there was one of our teachers in the secondary school in those days, because the English language doesn't have the B as a single sound. They will pronounce it separately as if there are two different segments. So that man will say Agabo. When he wants to pronounce Agbo, he will say Agabo. And then the R he cannot pronounce. Instead, he will say Agahalokope. Because he cannot pronounce the R and he cannot pronounce the B. These two sounds are actually found in African languages. You don't have it in European languages. African languages. The he, as you have it in Ohia, Oha, Ahe, and so on and so forth. And then the P is also a single sound that is represented with a diagram. KP as two letters representing that single sound. It is important to note here that in a language like Yoruba, they don't have the KP as a diagram representing that sound, even though it is the same sound they produce that Edo speakers produce, that the Igbo speakers produce, that is the languages that fall under the classification Kwa languages spoken in most of the West African states. They have the B and they have the P. So, but in Yoruba, when they are writing, they use a single P. And that is because Yoruba doesn't have the P sound. They don't have the P sound. So instead, they use the P, the letter P, to represent the sound P. And as a matter, there was one of the politicians in the First Republic who was mocking one of our own here, Akpata, because Akpata here is written with KP, with KP. So he was saying, what is the key in Akpata? That he didn't know that it is that Akpata, the Edo Akpata, that is the appropriate writing using the diagram rather than the P, single P, representing the P in Yoruba. So we must know that. So each language has its own specific, sound system. In Yoruba, as I said, they don't have the P, but they have the B. Whereas I don't have both the P and the B, and they also have the P and the B. So Edo is featured in terms of sound. Okay, then the big examples, you have Agba. Agba. Yeah, you will say, we saw this earlier as Aga. Yes. In those days, in the days of the Ogisos, Agba looked more like this. Not the exact shape and color you are seeing now, but you know, that is the form of the Agba, and it's usually the throne, so to speak, and that is why there is a proverb that says Ogisoma mieme efi Agba. Agba can also represent meeting of the elders, and it can also represent this object here in those days. So Agba, and then the other one is Ogba. You can see the picture of Ogba there. That is fence that can, you can use different things to make a fence. Iron, nowadays you have iron fence, you have bamboo fence, you have wooden fence, and so on and so forth. And then you have Egbalaka. Egbalaka is what you have there. What people use in climbing. Egbalaka. We'll continue. B. Agbada. Agbada. That is, you can see the type of knife there. And then you have Igbo. Igbo is knee. Knee. And then you have Ohogbo. Ohogbo. Some people will simply say Oho. Oho without adding the go. It is Oho Ore Ugbo. It's a small hut you have in the farm. Ohogbo. I know that in Uronigbe, for instance, they will say Oho. Oho. Whereas, the other parts of the Edo will say Ohogo for that same, object. Then the B, Egu. Egu. Egu is that's the bird there that normally bore holes on trees. Bore holes on trees. And then you have Agbo. Agbo, that's the male sheep. Agbo, this is a very big one. Then now, Ewuwu. Ewuwu. So you see the picture of Ewuwu there. It's different from Agbaka. It's different from Agbaka. And then you have in Igbo. Igbo, that's horn. Horn, as you can see there. Horn. Then Ogede. Ogede. A 3-word syllable. And then Igbo, different from what we saw earlier. Igbo. Igbo, money. Igbo. Horn. Ogege. Ogege. It's a very delicious fruit. Ogege. I will show you the difference. This is the tree that produces Ogege. Epa Ogege. And then you have Ipe. Ipigo. Ipe. Igo. Ipigo. Okay, vowel addition is there. Then the Ugede. Ugede. That's the picture there. The glasses there. And then every day, Orogo. Orogo. You can see, when it rains and then, the flooding and all that. It's different from Orogo. Orogo is the name of a town in Edo South. Edo South. Orogo. The V, Uguga. Uguga. That's bedroom. Uguga. Ugegbe. That's the picture of Ugegbe there. Agogo.
Network. Oh shit.
I think it's network problem.
It's network.
Network.
Oh.
Over try safe. We don't even expect this because it's raining in Benin. What do you expect?
The weather here is bad.
San Yokbane, Keruna we Oregi, Una Guacan Joko Kekaga.
Yes.
Then, Mina we many me on you veganede. Ijoko on your nekere na muyukoni, Navi Maya Tuta.
Exactly. And I said it is borrowed from Yoruba.
Then Aga honor the normal size of Aga or Mami whether they could change or whatever, but Aga.
Exactly. Aga is exactly, yes. There are different types of Aga.
Imavita serio bana where Yoruba na bore Ijoko noro.
Eno.
Mina we when you metive on Yoruba say Joko on your not tota.
Yes.
Aga Joko.
Joko tota so Otama we not tota Aga. So I don't borrow the object rather than the action. And I wear Igyoko.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Let me just so that I will now. Obiaga, yes. Ejoko. Awobiaga, exactly.
Okay. Then where is Saiwe?
Isaiwe.
Isaiwe. Isaiwe, no Isaiwe.
No, you see, you explain it one. Anyway, Isaiwe is the base form. That is the original word.
Okay.
But because of consonant deletion, because there exists a rule in Edo, when you have two like consonants coming together,
yes,
the first consonant is always elided. So that is now where you have Isaiwe.
Okay.
The we has been elided. And I further said that the is also fully or totally assimilated by the preceding a. So that is why people now say Isawe. Isawe. That's it.
Okay.
You see, if you look at just look at the screen now, you have two like consonant in the second and third syllable. Are you seeing it?
Yes.
So in Edo, following that same rules are always in different languages in different forms. So in Edo, this first he is going to be elided, and then you now have oihan. Like you will have it too in egogo, people will say eogo. So they apply. You see, speakers apply the rules without thinking about it because it's innate in them. You understand?
Yeah.
So that is how the first we of Isawewe is has been elided to give room to the pronunciation Isawewe, and then with assimilation process occurring, you now have Isawe.
Okay.
That's
okay.
it.
Then we make nuna gwanka oka.
Yes. Yes.
Oka. Una we obiedo ayanti e oti we oka.
Oka.
Then una we Venesa we
oka.
Okay, now a question or river same spelling or different pronunciation.
No. You see, sorry. That is why. You know whether it's the same spelling. In Esan, you need only one A. That is one letter A.
Okay.
Because there is no modulated tone there.
Okay.
Whereas in Edo, there is a modulated tone, that is falling tone. That is why it is written with two letter A's.
A and N. A and N.
You have an iPhone charger?
No, there is no N there. No. We are talking of Oka. Oka.
Okay. No, Oka, yes. No, Panaga is son.
Okay, now the Esan people will say Esan.
Yes.
Whereas if you do Atiyan, I wear Esan.
Esan, yes.
Yes, there's a difference.
No,
One,
I'm talking about same pronunciation, different writing. No.
Now, if Esan people are writing now, they will say E-S-A-N.
Okay, my hand.
By way E-S-A-A-N because of that modulated tone.
Oh, that's exactly the answer to my question.
Yes.
Okay.
Because if you write it as some people will write,
yes.
then the idea of a modulated tone is not there.
Okay.
That is why once you see this writing system is to facilitate easy pronunciation by the reader.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then what about the Oka and Oka?
Not Oka and Oka. When a sign is pronouncing that, they will say Oka. Oka. That is the same way. That's the same way Igbos will say Oka.
Okay, in writing is sir. How do you write it, sir?
You write O. That is O with a subdot.
Yes.
Then the K, letter K.
Yes.
Followed by two letters AA.
That's for Edo.
For Edo.
Oh, okay. Okay.
No. You see, he's talking of writing now.
Writing, yes.
But okay. In the pronunciation, it's a single R sound with a falling tone.
Okay.
That is why spoken words are different from the way they are written. But in Edo, we try as much as possible to make sure they are as close as possible.
Okay.
Yeah, that is why if you excuse me, now that you have this, excuse me.
There's noise at the background.
Somebody's making noise now.
Somebody is making noise.
Yeah, I'm on zone. Please.
Sorry.
Sorry, sir.
My brother. So what I'm saying is that when you see AA like that, two vowels together, you will know that there is a modulated tone there, either falling or rising. That is why in Oka, the AA means that the last syllable when you speak, that last R sound is produced with a falling tone. Ah, different from ah. Oka is different from Oka. Do you get it now? Hello? Are you with me? No, unmute yourself. Hello. Okay, can we continue?
Okay, continue.
Yes.
Damo.
You are following very well.
Yeah, yes.
Exactly.
I was second, you have not so workable.
No problem. No problem. No problem. He ara tawawa. He nore ahe. Nore oha. Oha is a type of tree. This one is the smaller oha. The big one, oh man, igbano wakoko. No. Again, we might one day. Igbani aya a stamp. I don't many on your we stamp on your ha. Make ban. Then on a ohikan. Ohikan is a smaller version of rogege. Yeah, do not have where agbon ma ohikan and at your ogege. Am I with you?
Agbon makika na ati ogege.
So there are two different, the Noyegro enahi, but I cash where it's a bigger tree. And you do the ogege seed na. So I seek it out. Okay, he. Hini, uhu. Uhu is another type of tree. It's a very common tree in Edo. Uhu. And then, echara. Echara. Ohwe. So you can see here, the U again is realized as a glide. It's always, that rule, once the structural description is met, then you must have, that structural change, which is of where the hui of where. Okay, we'll continue. Then so this is Ologan, the palm tree is big, is taller than this. But this is it's still growing. At this stage, and at here, Ochere. Then, Erana is another very common tree in Edo. Well, I put all this one because of the sounds, the he sound. This is Ohwe. Ohwe is a soft tree. It's a very soft tree. Then he ohoko. Ohoko. Uhuere. 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 You see, is the glide formation process has also occurred there because of the U that is turned to we in pronunciation. Then a hui. That's a picture of a hui there. Then you see the U again turning into the glide. We. Then you have the ohwe. Again, glide formation is there. The U turning into the glide we in ohwe. Ohwe. Then that is like a pi. Now there a pokoro. A pokoro, that's the picture of a pokoro there, that is bamboo. The bamboo trees. Then I have a uku. ukpu. Ekpo. Ekpo. Ekpo is different from ekpo. Ekpo has the last vowel pronounced with the falling tone, the modulated pitch, right? Whereas ekpo, high, is different. It's a different word. Ekpo, that is space. Space between, two things like that. Ekpo. Then the P, okma. Okma. P, okporu. Okporu. Urukpa. Urukpa. Ukpu. We have seen ukpu previously. Pini. Ikpi. That's the picture of ikpi there. Then esikpowo. Esikpowo. So here we have a word of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 syllables. Esikpowo. Esikpowo, no me ugwakpata. Ugwakpata esikpowo. Then pi pepeye. Pepeye. Ekpe. Ekpe. Ekpe is leopard. Leopard. Abakpa. Abakpa. Na ya gbin gbogbo. Abakpa. Enakin. Abakpa. Ileme. Egbe. Ileme no gbegwe. Then ri. You say egbe na ri. Ehru. That you can see yam band there. Ehru. 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 Eha. You see, we are now in the sounds where you use diagrams to represent a single sound. So eha, the RH represent that single sound.
Sorry, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Pronounced ri. Ri is different from ri. Different from ri. That's why Edo has 3 different R sounds. Ri in Oe, in Ero, Asoro, different from ri in Eha, Ehru, Ehru, Urukpa. That's the second word here, Urukpa. And then Okporu. Excuse me. Let me continue. Then Ukwere. You see the glide formation again is occurring here. It's a very common feature in Edo. The glide formation is there, but the consonant is ri, ehwaro, ehwaro, eran. We have seen eran previously. Then iru, 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 different from iru. Iru is lies, low, low, but this one is high, falling. So iru, and then iru, they contrast. Then you have ehwe. Ehwe is deer. Ehwe, you can see the picture of iru, that's shade under the tree. Where oto terani ruye. Then ehana. Ehane is somewhere we already bo. This is the tree of that plant, the fruit I showed earlier, when you say Ogebo, it is alien to the Edo people. It was introduced from outside. Then you have the Ri now, Ri, Ore. You can see the Ore there, pictures of Ore. And then Iri. You have it, Ara. You see that, it's a small, caterpillar kind of, creature. And, una you be kind, our tolo, on your Ara. You have it, Uro nale here, nale.
Okay.
And the rest. Uro is different from Uro, which is door. Now it's ehu. Uro, different from Uro.
So Ebna Oyeta.
Oh no, we're almost through.
Almost finished.
We're almost through. Then on Oriri. Oriri is a type of fish. It's an electric eel. Electric eel or shock. Yeah, do not hear Oriri. And then you have Ariaria. Again, glide formation is here, as you can see. So Ariaria, there's the small fly that in the morning, when you are in the farm or, when you come out, they suck blood like that, area. And then this opechere is still the Ri opechere. And then we always say Bena. Vina. But because of the elision of the and then the total assimilation of the A, people now say Eve. The full form is Eve. Eve. In the songs, it's like that. Eve. And then you have Obivie. The V is here, Obivie. And then Ihiabo. That's okra. Ihiabo. Okay. Then we have the V in Obiodo. Like our sister said, Obiaga. So Obiodo, that is the pestle. This one, the pestle. Different from the mortar. Then Obiede. So you can see the issue of glide formation there, because once you have E in that position, it must turn into a glide. Obiede abeti ologbo. Then V erubo. Obochan. And then there's another word, obochan, but they mean slightly different thing. Then we obialeke. You can see the E again turning into glide. It's a normal process in the language. Then obucho. That's the male goat. That's it, obucho. Okay, ileleso wedo na zeke na gbe. Agagwa wedo tatu lame hia ni re ipere. That's the first rule. And agwa wedo, every sound is pronounced. 2, I make consonant we ufome oge ipere. In other words, there is no consonant at the end of any Edo word. No consonant. Then 3. Oh, sorry. 3. Evaluate certain soin ipemerokpa. So a nasal vowel cannot begin an edo noun because every noun begins with a vowel and ends in a vowel. But at the beginning, you can never have a nasal vowel, but always an oral vowel. So the next, this is the English equivalent, which I also said, every sound is distinctly pronounced. No word ends in a consonant. In other words, every word ends in a vowel. A nasal vowel cannot begin a word. Aragmedo, o mame, a letter, okyonpa, agbeva, ore, ayaro, ihe ulame, ayawu ihulame, okpa, ne ataladian wunu. Namye we ulame here, ni redo, me a letter, I so mame, na ya gbenia. So every word must, every sound must have a letter of the alphabet that is used in writing it. A consonant, or a letter agbevana is say so when makagwa can a letter agbeva isena na ya igben an en in on kere un isisena a letter agbeva isisena a consonant no pa eyan certain lele and the time where so pa aigbeni alele vi like VB now pronounced as vi. Aigbeni alele L, which is pronounced as li. Aigbeni alele we, which is written as W. And then aigbeni alele Y, which is pronounced as yi. I will set in Benin, the consonant iwe is sending redo. And I consonant is sent the redo. Mi, ni, we, ni. I don't hear dog paro, nowhere any of these consonants redo when not tired at is sent, consonant is sent, a consonant iwe. This, next lecture, I go kana. But here I say now, mi, ni, we, ni. Anyway, say a vowel unu ihe ni redo. Iapa, has a tick benelele a consonant iwe. As I think benelele a letter agbeva is sena. The very cat I see. Agbeni alele a consonant iwe. Rundabo. Runda. Take consonant iwe wa. Ye vowel. No lele. Here. A vowel. It's an automatic process. So I'm here an oral consonant in the environment of a nasal, I'm here an oral vowel in the environment of a nasal consonant because any of the 7 oral vowels are automatically nasalized. That is, when you have the consonant mi preceding e, is automatically mi. When you have the vowel e following the mi is me, not me. When you have the same the a vowel, the other a following the consonant mi, it is always pronounced ma. And this is a feature that is, characterizing speakers of the languages of, most of the languages in the South, in southern Nigeria, or even in the North. Okay? So that feature, automatic nasalization of any vowel that comes after them, is what, some experts in speaker identification use in profiling our people. For instance, if you have, M-A-N in English, English people don't say man. They say man. The R is not, it's not nasalized. The R between the me and the ni. And in English, that last ni is pronounced. But our people, when they are, pronouncing such English words, they don't put the N. They just say man. And so it is an identification feature for those experts in forensic speaker identification. So this is the English, says single letters or digraphs are used to represent a single sound such that every sound must have a letter or digraph on a one sound, one letter basis. This is a very simple way of writing the language. One sound, one letter or digraph. We will soon round up. This implies that no two sounds should be written with the same letter. The way, we have been writing Sarah with a single R is wrong. That single R stands for the sound ri, whereas the ri in Sarah is double R. Then no sound should be without an appropriate letter or digraph. We are going to see such example in the current way we write Edo when we start talking about the nasal consonants. The digraphs a, e, I, o, and u are written only after an oral consonant, except we, li, we, and yi. They cannot be written after any of the 5 nasal consonants, mi, ni, we, and ni, because nasal consonants as a class have the property of spreading nasality on any oral vowel that comes after them. It's a rule, it's a phonetic rule in the language. Only it is a translation of what I read in Edo previously. Only the 7 oral vowels are written after the 5 nasal consonants. Since in speech, they are automatically nasalized by a preceding nasal consonant. The digraphs, that is A-N, E sub dot N, I-N, O sub dot N, and U-N, used in writing the 5 inherent nasal vowels in the language cannot, therefore, be written after a nasal consonant. You see, these are basic rules that were not taught in schools, in the 50s, 60s, and all that. Even up to now, no such rule is taught in school, even as of today. But if you understand these basic rules and you apply them, you find that Edo is very simple to write because it is an open syllable language, the issue of having a letter at the end or all these, they are not there. It's a very simple way of writing. Wahiabi Daiho. Ewanafo, Wakoyo, Wadomo. You may lose contact now.
We can hear you.
It won't Wahiabi Daiho. Yeah, why we
Domo.
Domo, what's it? Domo.
So, any more questions we can now take?
My home,
Call you, ma.
I mean, me holding meta. Nuna yeri, Obida, Onania, Unadi, half on yo. What's the
Mamie, there are actually two words there.
Yes.
Oba Idaiho. Idaiho is a single word that has been nasalized from Dane Eho. So
yes,
when at your bow now, it's a rapid speech. Whereas when I'm going like therefore, it's Oba Owe, Oba Ota, Oba Advance, so on and so forth. It's the same thing as Oba Idaiho. Idaiho is a single word in this context, not different words. We get there.
I'm not saying that now. Ima ebedu mama enanya. Ewage idie gwen wi aro.
Yes.
No ho no we gwa atiedo.
Yes.
Obi egwen no ho no atiedo. Oga eme no gwi ya. Na ni yeba oniga o mi eme ni no gwi no take keke no river.
It's
good question.
It's a letter. It's a letter. The letter A. You take no river.
Yes. I'm now be every man. No we here.
That's why man I'm with Vamaya, where this is the full form Oba Idaiho. Then in rapid speech, given a yagbon, when my work going now, and when matter, I will use a whole lot of this apostrophe. But if I'm teaching, formal, that is informal teaching, I have to write every word out. That is what I always stress. Where I do now. When the other time, that is what people say. There are three words there. U is you. Ru. That is do. Say good. Which is thank you in English. So there is no one-to-one correspondence when you are translating like that. So U is a single word. Ru is a single word, and then say is a single word. So you say uru, say. That's right. But I go in normal conversational speech, I will urese. Where the issue of deletion, when it comes to vowel deletion or consonant deletion, here do they buy in this form now. This is that like we are conversing now. It will Obidaiho instead of saying Oba Idaiho. We are not to where Oba Yoreba. But the because of the vowel elision rule, is always elided in speech.
Yes.
So I know the difference. And I'm my school now. I'm the two versions. I understand.
I go on here, maybe no, Najaka. So,
yes.
I went Tanya, I went Obidaho.
Yes.
Obida honey, when I go na ayatai.
Yes.
So pa when I go no keke no ye.
Okay.
Oba. Ani bae.
Exactly. I separated the two words. I separated the two words. Okay. Oba. Idaiho. Oba. Owie. Oba. Avant. Oba. Ota. But you know, I go now. I wear obota because the A is always a lie there. Yes. And I did this apostrophe here.
Okay. Yes.
Exactly. Each word separately.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
That is formal writing.
Oh, good.
Formal writing. You know.
What's it?
Sir? You know, any question? That Johnny Mave introduce because Mama if you can introduce yourself to us briefly, sir. Hello. They're busy. Anywhere, you know.
Anymore Collins Edo Sai. Ire Toronto, Canada with Yan Wadomo.
Toronto, where Jema?